So we talk about the future. I'm giving you predictions from the ancient texts to channelers to you name it, modern day, even whistleblowers. What's going to happen? What is happening? Well, no one really has that answer. But let's talk about something even more important to you. You chose to be here now. Let's talk about why old souls incarnated for 2025. Does this sound like you? You're going to love this because it may give you some insights and some peace of mind that you're looking for as we move forward into this new golden era and trials and tribulations that come along with that. We'll talk about that right now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fears and live an amazing life. Yeah, got the hair up, got the hat off. I think it's a good look for today. So let's talk about why we're here, why I created this channel. I knew that fear was a driving factor for all of us. Is it for you? I knew that fear is what holds us back, stories, fear of the future. And so we go into old patterns, old programming, old thinking that keeps us stagnating in lack, in destructive relationships, in anxiety. There's any number of things, and it all stems from fear. So why did we sign up for this? This is insane because fear is part of the human existence. You don't get out of it, unfortunately, no matter how long you are here, no matter how advanced you are spiritually, you still will experience the human feelings that come along with, let's just see, the density of our planet. So I hope you'll subscribe. We're going to get more and more intense as we finish up 2025 and launch 2026, because I think you're going to be really amazed at some things. But we've already been conditioned for a lot of things that are going to show up in 2026. It's happening again. Our drones, what are they? We'll have some videos coming up, but I want to talk about why you're here. This needs to make sense for you. So also, I have a book that actually covers all of this. You can read that. You can get that on Amazon. And I have some free webinars for you. Go in the description. One's called Mindset to Money. I want to help you break all these human limitations and thinking patterns and programming that is really holding you back. You're holding you back from becoming something so completely amazing and different than what you are, from that you hold that power right now. So 2026, I want to empower you to be able to go into that space. You can be whoever you want to be, but we have to break these habits. We have to be something different. Now let's talk about who you were before this, the incarnation that you are. So go ahead in the description. You can get those. Mindset to Money is coming out soon. It may be already out by the time you watch this. So let's just talk about you and why you're here. You didn't arrive here by accident. You chose this timeline. Now, there are only 8 billion compared to the universe and the unlimited entities that are being created. 8 billion isn't that many. 2025 isn't about destruction. It's about remembering who we really are. Are you starting to remember? I have distinct memories. I have the most unbelievable adventures every night. I love going to bed because I don't know who I'm going to meet, what I'm doing, what my circumstances is. Lately, I've been meeting family members, dead ones. And so what is happening maybe in your life? Let's talk about that, because we're going to see karma showing up in our lives that allow you to clear things up. You don't have to go through many, many more lifetimes. We are accelerating our karma now. You can actually move through it here in this lifetime. It doesn't take a lot of effort. There's not any punishment for things you did 100 years ago. It's recognizing and being that new person now that learned from those mistakes and is not repeating them. So we have to look at where you are right now and ask if you are repeating anything, right, in your current life. It's probably been brought over from another lifetime. And of course, all the players here have helped you to continue on, because the game is to break that habit, to break past it. And we're going to talk about all of this. So you didn't stumble into this lifetime by mistake, all right? We are setting ourselves up to break through the karmic responsibilities that we have so that now we can break free in this lifetime to go into the golden era and never have to come back again if we don't want to. It's a choice. So you chose it, the chaos, the change, the uncertainty, all of it. Before you arrived, your soul knew this would be one of the most pivotal turning points in human evolution. We all knew it. We had all knowledge when we're outside of our bodies. Coming into this density, veils are up, we forget everything. Sort of like abductees on UAPs. They don't want you to remember the little adventure because that's ruins everything, right? You don't want to remember certain things. So we have to come here fresh from other lifetimes so that we can experience things and say, okay, I know better. And you have these gut feelings. We're going to have more and more premonitions happening, intuition. You're going to have visitations. All kinds of stuff's going to show up because the veils are coming down and allows you to go into that space and leave all that karmic garbage back where it belongs because you're now going to transform in that new person here. And that is what the fifth dimension helps you to do. So 2025, this isn't just another year. It's a vibrational checkpoint for the planet. All of us. Not like, oh, it's for advanced people. No, it's for all of us. Everybody is equal. And those you think are the least of us are your best teachers. They are here on purpose. The dark is equally as important as the light. Without the dark, the light doesn't know itself. I just did a video on that. And if you've ever felt like you didn't belong here, this message is for you. I've never felt like I should be here. It is insanity, isn't it? So long before you took your first breath, your soul heard the call, all right? The earth was entering what the ancients described as the turning of ages. It's a period when humanity would face itself and decide which timeline to follow. So we came here as a group. There's nobody opposing you because we all agreed to be here as a family. So it's not like somebody is wrong for our evolution and no, we are a family. We all said, let's all come here at this time. We all knew each other. All right. So this is not like some random thing that happened. So millions of souls, millions, billions, advanced, old, wise, volunteered to incarnate specifically now. All right, not to escape the darkness, but to transform it from within. So we do have more advanced souls. When I say advanced, we're all came from the singularity that is unlimited and endless, right? So when I say advanced souls, I mean those who've experienced becoming an individual entity of some kind. It could have been anything. You could have been an angel, an archangel. You could have been a rock. You could have been an alien on another planet. It could have been any number of things. When I say evolved souls, I mean those who took on the challenges of darkness or controversy or chaos in those roles to evolve from it. And those who evolved more, like I said, just in those roles doesn't make them better than anybody else. They just took on some big stuff, right? They are here now because they volunteered and they've done it before. Like Christ is a great example. Christ came here way advanced, and we were all a bunch of numbnuts at the time. But now you're going to see more and more people that are in that category of more advanced, knowledgeable, wise, and they have a mission and they feel very uncomfortable here. So they came here to transform it from within. They have a feeling that's what they're supposed to do. But I want you to look at the life of that person. Okay, they're still human beings. They're still going to make mistakes and do stuff, but their intentions will always be loving, compassion, and never fear-based. All right? Maybe we do stuff in our own lives that's not so cool, because we're still learning ourselves. We're still playing the game. But when it comes to sharing information with other people, they will never take you into a dark pathway. All right? So be cautious if you think somebody else, or they claim to be this old soul, they're your guide. Run, okay? I'm naming myself as something important. I'm this, I'm that. You are equal to everyone. We just are playing out roles. So we have advanced people here, and it's pretty cool because more and more are coming here, and you're going to see young people having we've seen it, unbelievable talents kinetics and psychic abilities. It's crazy. And it's like, okay, this is happening more and more. Why? Because they are part of the golden era, demonstrating of what the others in the basement level, low frequency, can do. And now we're realizing there's just too many of them to ignore it. So some traditions call this the Great Agreement. So others, like Dolores Cannon's regressions, remember, she wasn't a channeler. Dolores Cannon, she put people into hypnosis and regressed them. And so the three waves of volunteers, the information on the three waves of volunteers came through these subjects from a source on the other side. She didn't. She was talking to them, but she was not a channeler herself. I want to make that clear. I was actually trained by her in hypnosis. So she spoke of the three waves of volunteers. That was quite some time ago. Now we've advanced way beyond that. So there's not like a fourth and fifth wave. Now there's just a whole different category of people coming here. So you might be part of the final wave, those who came in not to learn, but to teach by example, all right? To show what love looks like when the world forgets. So why 2025 is a key year? Because we are really going into 2026 here shortly. 2025 really was setting us up. We transitioned, we shifted, and you probably had to make some decisions. You've probably seen some big changes in your life, and it looks a little scary, but you're stepping away from things that maybe haven't worked for you, or maybe they did for a while, and you're realizing, I need to switch. It could be your jobs, relationships, anything. One of you said, do I stay away from my family? They're being jerks. And yes, yes, but you don't stop loving them or, cut them off completely. Communicate when you need to, but this is your ego's test. So if you're getting all riled, just go, why are you getting riled? They're in density. You don't have to react to that. So we're going to be tested. And so you have to ask yourself, am I going to be that new person? This is why I'm launching Mindset to Money. So many of you are blocking yourselves from being everything you can be. Money's a big one and it limits us. I want to help you get past that. So are you doing that right now? You are going to get an opportunity, and I know I have, to make some big changes in really important areas of your life that you didn't think you would be doing. Be open to that. Let some things go and say, where's this going to take me? And it might be a little scary, but I'm going to tell you what, you will become a different person. So the energy leading into 2025 and the finishing up of that, it's not random. So every 26,000 years, Earth passes through major vibrational alignments, times when old systems collapse so consciousness can ascend. Did you know that? Yeah, that's a fact that's been noted. What we're seeing now, the conflict, division, fear, and it's escalating. Conflict, when I just sit back and I watch, go, this is insanity. No one should ever argue about anything. Why do you have to be right? Why do you need other people to believe what you do? Okay, there's stuff going on, yes, but can we talk together and resolve these issues without violence? That's such a human trait. We want to transcend past that. It's the friction of a civilization. It's shedding its lower frequency skin. It's happening. It may not seem like it. It's uncomfortable. It's loud and it's messy. But underneath that, an entirely new collective field is forming. All right. It doesn't jump out and say, hi, I'm here. It's all the violence and chaos is what we see most, right? It's, the squeaky wheel gets oiled first. But there's a whole other era, a whole other frequency behind that is building, building, building. And it's the meek. They're not out screaming, here I am, be like me, and you need to. No, they're not doing that. And it's powerful. The higher frequency beings, what some call Arcturians, Pleiadians, or guides, can only meet us where our vibration allows. Now, whatever you think about that, I have no opinion on these other beings. Don't know them, haven't met them, and I know that they are watching us. There are humans that claim to be these things. I don't believe that for a minute. I think these are humans that want to claim to be these things. But frankly, I think that there are other species. They're waiting for us to get to that advanced vibrational frequency so that we can actually work together with them. Right now, what do? We shoot at everything. We're crazy, okay? Cray. That's why your personal frequency work matters more than ever, because humanity's collective ascension, it depends on individuals holding light in density. So, but all these things are going on. Yeah, hello, that's the test. Can you hold your light in the density? And it's going to push you. And that's the ones that go to the penthouse are the ones that, through all of this, hold their own, don't get involved in the craziness. They observe, and they are the visionaries, like my digital explorers. They're visionaries, they're change makers, right? It's not easy, but they're choosing that path. They're the ones that are going to go into a new world that does things for the new era of humanity. That's beautiful. So you may feel tired. You may have questioned why you came back here at all. I know I do. I'm like, uh, how much longer do I have to do this? But remember, old souls don't return for comfort. All right. So it's not like, oh, I'm advanced soul. I'm never going to experience the bad stuff. Yeah, you will. Probably more so because it's even more painful to watch the cray cray stuff going on. You return for mastery. You return for mastery. So you came here to anchor stability when others panic. Remember to be that. Don't be the, you said this and it. Get out of yourself. Get out of the ego. Stop the stories. No one can make you feel bad. No one does anything. You have that power. All right. So to carry compassion when others turn on one another. Be compassionate. To speak truth when silence feels safer. Speak truth, but not a judgmental truth like this is how things are. But the truth is, we must come together. That kind of truth. We must love one another. We must be giving. We must be supportive. We must forgive one another for our faults because we're all in this, right? He without sin cast the first stone. Not going to be me. This lifetime, it's not punishment, it's graduation. Isn't that cool? It's graduation. Ah, but not if you sit back and eat Cheetos and watch television. So you've trained across lifetimes for this vibrational environment. And your presence, your thoughts, your energy, your creations are literally coding the new reality that's forming. And that includes AI. What are you putting in? What are you looking up? How do you talk to it? It's taking on the persona of humans. We can be in charge of that and ourselves at the same time. So don't ever think something is taking over. All right, so the biggest misconception, what can you do right now, is that ascension is something coming to us. It's not. It's something rising through us. We keep separating things. This is coming. They'll save me. Please help me. And you are it. When you realize that, you say, "Whoa, okay, I am it." This is part of the finger on the body that has a very important role, and that's you. It's rising through us. Okay, so you have to do it and make that decision and become that new person, thinking differently. No limitations. So here's how you can hold that energy right now. Raise your frequency daily. Meditate. Laugh. Connect with nature. Laugh. Oh my gosh, we laugh about the dumbest things because everything's pretty silly. Detach from fear cycles. Mainstream narratives thrive on lowering vibration. Commercials, media, it's focused on lowering vibration. Social media wants to get your eyeballs, and then you become entangled with that negative energy, and it affects you directly. Yes, you. Create instead of consume. Every act of creativity expands light. Digital explorers, I tell them, we're creators. Creators are the ones that are going to excel. Creators are the ones that are not only going to survive, but flourish. They're creating that new world, but they have to do it in light. Forgive fast, love faster. Resentment blocks light flow. Resentment. Do you have any? It's time to get, what do you resent? What, somebody who's made a mistake? They're human? They're part of the journey? That's your test. Wow. Okay. That's just another human. What have I done? Okay. We're not perfect, right? We are outside of our bodies, but here we're understanding imperfection. These aren't small things. They're the real ascension mechanics. The light grid strengthens when millions of awakened souls operate in high coherence. All right. That is absolutely required. So as we move into the end of 2025, more people will begin remembering their soul mission. Are you having memories? Are you getting flashbacks? Are you thinking, I have some thoughts, but it's not of this planet, or it's not in this body, or you just have deja vu? It's going to happen more and more. Some will awaken through crisis. Don't worry, it's not the end. We all get out of this. Not alive as humans, but we all get out of this to something really beautiful. Don't be afraid of the crisis. It could take you to something so amazing, but you cannot go into fear. and maintain that high frequency. So this is your big test. Some through beauty and stillness. You'll start to notice synchronicities increasing, time bending, intuition heightening, truth being revealed. We're seeing that. Like even our governments, corporations, they're ratting on each other, right? I told you down in the basement, man, the minute things go wrong, they turn on each other. They don't do that in the penthouse. These are not random, they're signs that the veil is thinning. So the old structures can't sustain higher light. They'll continue to crumble. They're crumbling now. It's going to get worse and worse. We're starting to see the insanity of people who are in leadership positions and how they are just all just so it's just insane, isn't it? I don't watch the news. I can't be consumed with that negativity. So I want to create. That is the pathway you're going to want to take if you want to go into the golden era. So, yeah, that's not the end of humanity. It's the rebirth of it. And you, the volunteer, the light anchor, you're part of writing that new story. So the next time you ask, why am I here right now? Who would sign up? And like a lot of you say, Landry, I would never sign up for this. Well, you did. Sorry, McFly. Remember, because you chose to be. Congratulations. You are outstanding. You're amazing. Just as amazing as anybody else on this planet. There's nobody above or below you. You came to be the calm in the storm, the light in the shadow, and the reminder that humanity's future is not doomed, it's awakening. It takes you to do that. 2025 is not a deadline, it's the doorway. Get ready. That doorway is starting to open. It can never be closed again once we go through it. And we're already like, you can't go back. Once you have information, you're like, now I know. Step through it as the infinite being you came here to be. Are you ready for this? We're going to talk more about this. Let me know what you're experiencing. And also, again, do you want to change your mindset? Do you want to change what you're doing for a living? Do you want to be a different person? Do you want to stop living in fear or lack or whatever else sabotage you have? Sign up for any of my email lists and you will get notified of not only how to create online businesses that are revolutionary, visionary, and changing your life and getting skills at the same time, or breakthrough fear is like helping you to move past these stories. And then I have mindset to money that is going to help you to really take a look at what you've been telling yourself that has held you back, why you aren't making decisions, doing things that you dream of, but you're like, well, I don't know, it's sort of scary, and you stay in that safe place that's not taking care of you at all, right? Do you want to step into that creative space? I've got mindset to money coming out, and it's really breaking through the barriers of abundance and going into the space where I'm in charge of this. I can stop the stories that have limited me. So please subscribe. Again, if you want my book, it was a download and it talks about all of this, the tipping point, and going into the knowing. That's what's going to start happening in 2026. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you, my friend. Namaste.